should also have a hearing loop put in for those who are hard of hearing, which is, I think, an essential part of our democratic process. For those that failed to note it last time in their diaries, may I remind you that there will be a quiz night on the 25th of September at the Royce Room in Abingdon, and I very much hope that this council will be well represented there. And lastly, I have very few opportunities of patronage as chair of this council. One of the very few and minor ones I do have is to recommend people to attend Royal Garden parties. And actually, I did recommend someone, and you don't normally hear back, but by chance, I found out that my recommendation was for Beth Brown-Reed had been accepted. And I was absolutely delighted. She's been working at the Abingdon Hub for Oxfordshire Mind for 25 years and has lived and breathed the hub, which I'm very grateful for Councillor Crawford's help with, may I say. She also takes a hand with the cooking as well. And I know that she had she was blown over by getting the invitation and had an absolutely fantastic time there. So I'm very, very pleased to report that to Council. Thank you very much. We had been told that there would be some public participation tonight from Councillor Paul Aram, Chair of East Hanley Parish Council, but unfortunately, for some reason, he doesn't seem to be here as far as I can see. So we'll move on from that. So we move to item 5, Southam Vale Local Development Scheme. Council is invited to consider the recommendations of Cabinet on the Southam Vale Local Development Scheme. Would Councillor Forsham like to introduce this item? And please, and Councillor Forsham, I'm presuming that you are going to propose to move the recommendations.
Thank you, Chair. I am happy to move this recommendation. This recommendation is associated with the joint... Oh, of course.
Is this seconded?
Yes, I can second it.
Thanks, Councillor Griffin.
Thank you, Chair. You know how eager I am for anything joint local plan related. This recommendation is associated with the joint local plan, although it's an update to a timetable rather than to the content of the joint local plan. The Local Development Scheme, or LDS as we'll refer to it, is the Council's statutory timetable for preparing and adopting our planning policy documents. Members will recall that the Joint Local Plan 2041 is currently under examination, and through that process, the planning inspectors have been clear, both in hearings and in subsequent correspondence, that the Council should update the LDS to reflect the revised examination programme. As you'll appreciate, once a plan is submitted, the examination timetable is largely in the hands of the inspectors. Since submission, the programme has evolved with the additional hearing sessions and a longer overall timescale than was initially anticipated. As a result, the current LDS published on our website no longer reflects the latest position within the August 24 version of the LDS, which put the adoption of the JLP back in